I'm so tired of talking about this fight. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm sick of talking about this fight. I'm tired of talking about this fight. Because every damn episode, when you say one thing, your team Monique. When you call the girl out on something else, then you're being called fake. And the only reason why you swifting over to this side is because you got drugged for being on this side when you're not on the side at all. I'm over it. Let's just get to the fucking review because I'm over it already. Can't wait to see me get attacked this week. What's the business, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for another recap of the Real Housewives of Potomac. So let's get right on into this shit. Now, we open up the episode with Wendy and Eddie, okay? Now, they're gonna have a sip and see for their baby, and now they're talking about the parental issues that they have. Now, apparently, Eddie's family, Eddie is estranged from his family, okay? They've been having issues for the last couple of years. And it's kind of like a situation where they don't really want the drama around. Like, Eddie really doesn't want the drama from his family to be around him right now. And he'd rather have a good event. And he probably feels like with the fact that his family doesn't really get along with Wendy, don't really like Wendy, don't really, approve of her, they really don't want to be around. So with that being said, I kind of understand where Eddie is coming from, because family or not, I don't want that negative ass shit at my event where I'm celebrating my fucking child. Nobody wants that, right? I wouldn't, and I ain't even got no kids and never will, might I add. Regardless of the fact that I can shoot out some sperm, I don't want no fucking kids, okay? So Ashley and Michael, they are having a therapy session, and they're going in talking about all of their issues and the things that happened to them in the past. And Michael reveals his past as a child, and he has obviously had some type of childhood turmoil and childhood trauma. And Ashley has declared that she has changed as a person since she's had her child. She's not into the same things that she used to be into. She doesn't do the same things that she used to do, and now she's just looking to move forward. I know a lot of people don't like Ashley. A lot of people don't like Ashley. And at this point, it's like no matter what Ashley does, everybody wants to call out what the fuck she's done in the past versus what she's doing now. And it's just like, whatever. Like people can be biased to Ashley all the time. Like when somebody wrongfully comes for Ashley, they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They just say, well, she did it in the past, and it's like, look, some people just can't see past their dislike for people. And at the end of the day, Ashley really hasn't been that bad this season, to be honest. I really don't feel that way. And I don't know. She says she's in a different place, and I can tell that she's in a different place, but ain't nobody gonna allow her to be in a different place, child. It's just, it is what it is. So Karen and Ray take a walk, and they're basically discussing their disconnect at this moment. Right now, Ray knows that he loves Karen, but he doesn't know if he's in love with Karen. The disconnect really comes from the fact that Karen is now a public figure. She's a part of this show. She has her own fragrance line coming up. And she has a lot more to do at this point than to just be Ray's wife. And Ray doesn't feel like he's getting the attention that he feels that he deserves. And at this point, it's kind of like, well, it was okay when she was just being your doted wife and doing everything that you probably wanted her to do, like sit at home and do this and do that, just being the wife that you needed her to be. But now that she's growing and elevating and doing other things in life, now it's a problem for you now. And that tends to happen with a lot of these men on these shows. Like they start acting real different when their wives starts getting some up in their profile and start doing way more than what they were doing in the past. And I don't really care for that type of shit. It's like, it's not okay for Karen to grow. And it's kind of like, yeah, you was just my little housewife, but now, you got other things popping, and now I don't really matter. But it was okay when she was just sitting at home being your wife and you wasn't around all the time. But now that it's It's kind of like Nene and Greg all over again. Like everything was all cool when Nene was just a housewife and Greg was just taking care of her. But now that she elevated and got her own, now is an issue. I see the same thing happening with Karen and Ray. So I don't know. I'm Team Karen on this. I just think that Ray can't handle the fact that Carolyn has quickly elevated at this point in time. Because I personally don't think that the star power that she's got has gone to her head. I don't think so. Because to be honest, Karen is the only person that I like on this show. To be honest, I don't like nobody else like that but Karen. So I don't really think that she has, she's not humbled herself at all. I think that she's just doing what she's supposed to do. Elevate. That's all she's doing. And Ray just can't accept the fact that she's done that. So Candace is on her way to the Montgomery County court system to file charges against Monique. She's on the phone with her mama. You know, Chris wasn't able to go and support her, and Dorothy won't be able to support her either. You know, another person that's assaulted her in the past. But Candace feels like she really has no other choice but to press charges, and she just feels like Monique needs to be held accountable for what she's done to her. And Dorothy said this is not really anything that they have ever dealt with, even though she assaulted her herself. So that's something they have dealt with. Just charges just wasn't filed because that's her damn mama. But at the end of it all, you know, she just feels like this was her only option. Because at this point, Candace doesn't want to talk to Monique. She feels betrayed by Monique. That was her friend. And she just feels traumatized by the incident. So she feels like pressing charges is really the only option that she has at this point. Now, as I said last week, for me personally, I'm not saying what Candace should do. I'm not telling her what to do before anybody tries to jump on my neck about it. Me personally, if I got into a fight with a person, I wouldn't press charges. I feel like it is what it is. Like when I get it, like if I ever got into a fight with somebody, we fought, that's it. I won, I lost, you won. You lost, it is what it is. It's a done deal. We fought, we can move on. Like, I don't want to press charges. I don't want to prolong the situation. Once we fight, it's over with for me. Like, I'm done with it. You know what I mean? And being that I haven't been in no physical altercation like that in like the past like 9 years and counting, I don't ever want to be in no physical altercation. So, nah. But like I said last week on my review, like I have been in a fight when I was 18 and I got into a fight with a person that was 17. And because I was, quote unquote, the adult in the situation, I was the one that got charges regardless. I got charged with simple assault on a minor. Because he was 17, I was 18. But because he didn't show the court, the charges were dropped, apparently. So it is what it is. But me personally, I wouldn't file charges. But Candace comes from a different background. She's a different person. We're all different people. She filed charges because that's something that she feels that she needs to do. But me personally, I wouldn't file charges. I'm talking about me. I ain't talking about Candace. I ain't talking about Robin. I ain't talking about fuck Robin. I ain't talking about her boring ass. So Candace and her friend with his cute self, they meet up at a restaurant and they start talking about filing the charges, and she just feels like that was just the best out for her. She just feels like she's stressed. She's going through a lot regarding this fight, and it is what it is. And you know, I'm looking at it and I'm trying to have sympathy for Candace, but you know, I'm just, all I can do, because I was thinking about my last recap on this show, and what I said was, and I was called fake for saying it because it was teeter-tottering on Candace's side, talking about the only reason why I said what I said is because I got drugged for being Team Monique when I was never, I made it clear I wasn't Team shit. Let's make that clear. But I got called fake for this. But on another comment, someone said that it was understood why I said what I said because I'm a man, and that's something that men do. And what I'm saying and what I'm referring to is when I said that I don't see why she's so upset about it, because Monique showed her who she was, and she showed that she wasn't her friend. So why even be bothered? Me personally, because I guess because it's a man thing. If I got into a fight, I swear it wouldn't even be a thing to me. Like, it's okay, I got into a fight, yeah, me and him beat each other ass, and it was just a, like, you know, it wouldn't be something for me to prolong. And I'm guessing I'm feeling that way because of the way I would handle it, and I'm also feeling this way because this whole topic of this fight is just draining to me, because at the end of the day, like, everybody has different opinions on it, and people can't respect other folks' opinions. You know what I mean? And I'm just tired of talking about it because it's so draining. And when viewers are split on a topic like this, it's just beyond me. Like, people can't respect other people. You call ghetto for having a certain type of thought process, or you're ignorant, or you're a violent fool if you think a certain type of way. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm over this whole topic. It just reminds me of Kenya versus Portia all over again, and I'm just over it, honestly, to be honest. But at the end of the day, Candace is not a fighter, so her reaction is what her reaction is. I'm not necessarily a fighter either, but this type of thing just wouldn't faze me. You know what I mean? Like, it really wouldn't faze me. Like, after the fight is over, the situation is dead to me. Like, I ain't trying to prolong it. I ain't trying to talk about it no further than what I've already talked about it the first 2-3 days. I ain't talking about it no more. But they start talking about Karen. And, Candace starts questioning Karen and starts saying that she just feels like she doesn't think that she's holding Monique accountable for anything. Like, she feels like she's saying that she's not on the side, but clearly she is on the side. But this is the part that annoys me with Candace, and I'm probably gonna get attacked for this, but I don't give a fuck. I'm really gonna try my best not to be in these comments. But it's just like, Candace can be the type of person that, if you don't agree, and just like her fans, if you don't agree with something she say, she attacks. She gets upset when you don't agree with something that she says, or something that she does, or her thought process. Everybody ain't got to agree with you. At the end of the day, Karen is already put in a fucked up position. Being in the middle of two feuding friends is the worst position to be in. I've been in that situation so many damn times, and everybody wants you to choose a side. I want you on my side. No, I want you on this side. I want you on... No. What else do you want the woman to do? She already told Monique she was wrong. She already told you that if it would have been her, she would have pressed charges, because that's just the type of woman she is. She already said that to you, so I don't know what else you want her to do. I don't know what any of these bitches want Karen to do, to be quite honest, at the end of the day. Like, they getting on my nerves with this shit. So Wendy and Eddie, they go look at the venue for their sip and see, and Eddie starts talking about the kids and how they were talking about the beard that he has, and asked did their grandfather have it. So now I'm in realization, because to be honest, I really haven't paid much attention to Wendy and Eddie's story. I think I've skipped them a couple of times on my reviews. But apparently Eddie's kids don't even know his parents. And so now he's feeling a certain type of way about it. And he feels like, okay, at this point, I feel like they should be here to know their grandkids at this point. Because now my son is saying, why don't I know him? Why don't I know him? And that could be kind of painful to hear. Like, why don't my kid asking me, why don't they know me? Why they don't know my parents? That could be a lot. So at this point now, he feels like, okay, I may need to invite them so they can know who they're where they come from and why they're here and all of this other stuff. So I get where Eddie come from. You know what I'm saying? So it's the night of the sip and see, and Wendy and Eddie is in the truck, and they get a Google alert basically saying that Monique has charges against her. I think it's second degree assault, I believe. And I don't think they was really expecting Candace to press charges, but I was, because that's the type of woman she is. She will press charges. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, well, I hate that. I think Eddie was like, I hate that it has to come to that, but she could have done her bodily harm. So that's just the basis on that. So Robin's boring ass is there on time, and then Giselle arrives, and then Karen arrives. Then Karen, Giselle, and Robin sit down at the table, and Giselle brings up the charges. Now, when Giselle starts laughing at the situation, Karen decides to get up and leave, because she doesn't want to be around when they're disrespecting her friend. And Giselle and Robin basically was saying they didn't expect Candace to press charges, but they don't want her to go to jail. And I'm like, it's really not about y'all. Y'all always making shit about y'all. It really ain't about y'all. It's about Candace. And at the end of the day, regardless of what we may think, this is Candace's decision. She was the one that was attacked. She was the one who got her head pounded. She was the one who got her wig tugged on. You know, so at the end of the day, if she want to press charges against Monique, that's her prerogative and that's her fucking business. She can do that. So we don't want her to go to jail. Candace probably does. Obviously. So Wendy introduces the girls to her mom, and her mom pretty much explains who she is and what she stands for, and it just goes back and shows us, give us a little bit more insight about Wendy and her upbringing. I still don't really fuck with Wendy like that, but it's nice to see her upbringing, see her mom, see what she's about, see what she stands for. You know, it's nice. You know, I ain't gonna take that away from Wendy, but y'all know I don't really fuck with Wendy like that, but it is what it is, child. You know, I get it, though. I get why she's so driven and determined to do the things that she does. So that is something that I could never take from her. So you go, Wendy mama. You go. You instill all of that in her. So Candace and the ladies, they sitting at the table and they bring up the charges to Candace, and you know, Candace felt like that's something that she had to do. So Giselle was like, well, what is the outcome? Are you just filing charges, or do you want her to get jail time? And Candace was like, I only want the courts to do what the courts need to do about the situation. And then Dorothy was like, you know, it's just, you know, we just felt like we had to do what we had to do. I mean, that was pretty much an assault. Like, right, y'all were there, it was an assault, right? And then Giselle and Robin agreed that it was an assault. So that's when Ashley started speaking up, and Monica started saying, well, you know, you both were yelling at each other in each other's face, but I wasn't there because I didn't see it because I was in the bathroom. Keyword, you was not there. So you should not be speaking up for Monique. You wasn't there. You wasn't there, you wasn't there, you wasn't there. Now, I get it. You're trying to speak up for Monique in her absence. But you cannot speak up for something that you did not see. You cannot speak up for something that you were not there for. Now, that's one thing I can agree with Giselle and Robin about. You can't speak up for any situation that you wasn't there for at the end of the day. You just can't. And it just make you look biased as hell because you're only taking Monique's side because you don't like Candace. Now, I get it. Candace has been very aggressive to you in the past with the whole butter knife thing. She was aggressive. But at the end of the day, you was not there to witness the situation. At the end of the day, I still feel like they both played a part in the fight. That's still my opinion on it. But however, what Candace was saying was really child's play to me. The only thing, and I'm not going to go there. But whatever she said did not warrant, it wasn't fighting words in my eyes. It wasn't fighting words. She didn't, Monique still was wrong for punching her in the head and all this other shit. Even though I'm saying that she wrong. You know, they still going to say I'm Team Monique, right? Alright. Then, you know, Candace, just like her fans, talking about, are you being paid by her? Why does everybody think Monique is paying every damn body? God, how much money Monique got? Because y'all swear up and down she is paying everybody that remotely sounds like they holding you accountable for your part in the fight, or anybody that doesn't have the same opinion as you, they're getting paid. Everybody thinks that Monique is paying everybody because quiet as it's kept. They saying Monique paying all of us YouTube vloggers and shit. Child, I want the motherfucking check. Because if that's the case, if we was trying, like if I was getting paid, like Jamal would not even be having us do no GoFundMe for our podcast, and Monique was paying us, like, child bye. And then, you know, Candace started taking digs at Ashley's husband, and Ashley was like, well, I'm married to a millionaire, so what do I need to get paid by Monique for? And Candace was like, not for long. And then after that, Chris tells Candace to shut up and all of this other stuff, which she needs to shut up at this point. But Ashley should shut up too, because she ain't got nothing to do with nothing at the end of the day. Like, you wasn't there, so you can't speak upon it. And that's just really what it is. So then, you know, the ladies start calling Karen out. And Robin just really gets on my fucking nerves. I can't stand that bull-dagging looking bitch. I can't stand Robin. Because what the fuck do they want Karen to do? They talking about, I would never tell you to choose a friend, but you're not holding Monique accountable. She said in front of y'all. She said in front of y'all that Monique was wrong. She said that in front of all y'all. When she talked to Candace, she said if it was her, she would have filed charges against Monique that very night because she don't fight. She's not a fighter. That's not what she's about. She said that. She said that. So what the fuck else do y'all need for that bitch to do? She already said she was wrong. So what the fuck do you want her to do? So basically, what Candace wants is for Karen to just blatantly say, fuck Monique, I'm Team Candace, I'm just gonna dump Monique, not fuck with her no more off the strength of Candace. That's not how that works. She genuinely considers Monique and Candace both as her friends. So what the fuck make you think she's already in the middle? So what the fuck make you think she gonna choose your side and then just say I'm not gonna fuck with Monique no more? Because to be quite honest, I don't give a fuck. Like I told y'all, I have been caught up in the middle between friends before. And one thing about it, and two things for sure. If one of them was in the wrong, I would simply say, bitch, you were wrong. You know you was fucked up for how you played that, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to say that they were wrong, but I'm not going to stop fucking with them. It's not my issue. That's y'all issue. It's not mine. So why do I need to dump this motherfucker for you? You can dump the motherfucker. I don't have to. She didn't put hands on Karen. So why should she dump you? What it is you want everybody on your side so you can kick Monique off the show, ice her the fuck out, which is her own fucking doing because she had no business putting her hands on you. But at the end of the day, you get childish and then you want to say, pick my side, pick me. That's the thing that I can't stand about Candace. Pick me. You want Candace to pick you and dump her. If both of y'all her friends, she's not gonna do that. Like, but okay. I don't agree with that shit, period. And I already know I'm finna get attacked, but it's cool. I don't give a fuck. Y'all gonna do it out for the rest of the season. I don't give a fuck. Okay? It is what it is. That's just how I feel. Like, I don't know what more do they want from Karen. Like, she already said the bitch was wrong. What else do you need? For her to say, oh, I'm not fucking with Monique no more. She's a violent ass bitch. I ain't fucking with her no more. No, because I wouldn't stop fucking with her either. She didn't hit me, she hit you. I'm going to tell her that she wrong for hitting you, but I'm not finna stop fucking with her just because she hit you. I'm going to tell her she wrong, but that's it. Like, I fuck with both of y'all, so I'm not finna choose no side. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's y'all issue. Y'all handle that, not me. Period. But with that being said, y'all, this be your boy Scotty. Please be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Be sure to share this video, do whatever you see fit. And also, Jamar has a GoFundMe out there. The link will be at the bottom. Is in reference to our podcast, okay? Our upcoming podcast. So, if you can support, please be sure to do so, okay? And, y'all know what time it is. This it. This is my Housewives Potomac review. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.